Hi, I'm Garrett Wessels, and I'm the team leader with the Wessels Realty team, and this is part 2 in our ongoing series about reasons that you might want to downsize. Now, maybe I didn't convince you with the first 6 that I gave you. Here is another 6. In fact, one of them is my favorite, so stay tuned for that. I will point it out. So, what are some reasons that you might want to downsize additionally? We're not talking about getting older. We're not talking about cost. We are just talking about reasons that you might want to buy a smaller home. One of them, and it does have something to do with cost, and that is you could take some of the capital that you would have had invested in a large house and purchased a rental, for instance, and that could be bringing you in income. Secondly, oh, this is not a fun one. Sometimes it's forced. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you have to buy a smaller house, and needless to say, realtors like myself try to walk you through that area very sympathetically, but want you to know that we're here for you. But sometimes it's forced. Number 3, and this is the fun part, this is my favorite. Maybe you want to buy a smaller house so you can buy a vacation home. Maybe you want a vacation home in Hilton Head, or maybe in Destin, Florida. I want to remind you that I know people who are realtors in both of these places. We can get you set up for a home in one of those areas. And so you have $400,000 to spend on a home. You buy a $200,000 house where you live and buy a $200,000 house down the ocean. You're saying, well, girl, maybe I can't get it for that price. But hey, that's not the point. The point is investing in a rental home, or maybe even an RV in another location. Sometimes another one that's a little bit tough, you may need to pay off some debt. Hey, I know it happens. It happens to us all. Maybe you've had hospital bills. Maybe you've had some unforeseen debt that has come your way. And quite honestly, you need to free up $100,000, $200,000 in some of your equity to pay some of these debts off. Now, the last 2 are kind of jokes. And, just stick with me on this. I hope I don't offend anybody. Once upon a time, there was a sitcom, and I'm not going to get into that because all that kind of legal stuff. But there was a sitcom that made fun of, well, we're getting ready to retire. We want a smaller house so the kids won't come home. Well, there's something to be said about not having such a large home. The next thing, and I wouldn't have said this. Actually, this came up to me as I read Facebook. There was a couple that lived in the town where I live, and they sold in one part of the town, which is a very expensive part of the town, and they bought in a much less expensive part of the town. And you know what they noticed? They said the people are much friendlier. We were in the neighborhood where people weren't friendly, and now we are in a neighborhood where people are friendly. And we can't imagine it. It's in the same town. Now, I am not making fun of the people who don't want to be friendly with their neighbors. Because for that very reason, when I talk about upsizing, maybe you want to be on 10 acres. Maybe you want to be away from everybody that's around you, and that's okay. So once again, I want to remind you of these items. Another 6 items that may influence you in your downsizing decision. Avoiding having too much capital invested in your house so you can maybe buy a rental. Sometimes it's forced. I don't like to talk about that too much. Sometimes it allows you to buy a vacation home or a vacation RV somewhere else. Sometimes just to pay off debts. Buying a house so you don't have so many people come and visit you. And then finally, maybe you want to be in a more friendly neighborhood. So once again, if you're thinking about buying or selling or investing in real estate, I hope you will think of me, Garrett Wessels. I'm the team leader for the Wessels Realty team. I'm here always to help you with any real estate need you might have. So just remember me when you get ready to downsize or upsize. I'm Garrett Wessels. Thank you.